Jennifer Jiménez here in the beautiful Tulum, Mexico. And I want to talk about what I learned during this year's, and I'll give you a beautiful view of the ocean, Tulum Transformational Retreat. So I bring a group of women every year to Tulum to create transformation and breakthroughs and growth and healing. And I want to talk about the number one thing I learn and have learned on transformational retreat that I have attended, and then now that I have been leading retreats and co-leading transformational retreats for over 20 years. What I have learned truly is the power of what I call sacred embodiment. That what most of us learn from common hour thinking about our body is that our body is separate from our minds and from our spirits. One of my teachers years ago, mind body teachers, talked about how in our modern era, the body was given to schools and universities to be educated. The mind was given to schools and universities to be educated. The body was handed to medical science to be fixed. And the spirit was handed to church to be saved. And that actually our birthright really is this sacred mind, body, spirit connection where we truly are one. And so on retreats, one of my favorite practices is really to have these experiences where we get to remember that we were born with this sacred embodiment. We were born being we are a spiritual being having a human experience, born into this sacred body temple that is a chalice for our soul. And so on retreat, we do things like conscious dance. The modality that I've created is called Transcendence. And that's where we allow our soul and our spirit to move us in powerful ways where we feel like no one's watching. And we really let go, let loose, and let our body be our guide. We do a sacred rebirthing experience called the Temazcal. And in the Temazcal, first of all, if you've ever been to the waves. The waves. Let me just let you take this in for a moment. If you would, just take a nice deep breath, breathing in. And just listen to these beautiful waves crashing around me. The water is warm, the air is salty and warm, the breeze is warm. So rejuvenating to be here. So the Temazcal is a Mayan ritual. It goes back thousands of years, and it's really a ritual for steaming, for rebirthing, for releasing all the toxicity in the mind, all the toxicity, you sweat all the toxicity out. It's like that splashed by the waves out of the body. You make sounds, you heal, you cleanse, it's powerful, extremely powerful. And one of my most transformational experiences came in terms of my own connection to my body and my secret embodiment came from my very first Temazcal experience. And inside of that, I heard the inner guidance to bring the women into this rebirthing experience. And it is one of the most transformational experiences that we do on retreat. We also float down these mangroves people come from all over the world to Siankahn, Siankahn. And at Siankahn, the water is filled with these healing properties and minerals, and the air is oxygenated, and of course it's off the grid. There's no cellular disturbance anywhere nearby, and you take these power boats across the lagoon and through the mangroves, and then we get out on a dock and we float through the mangroves, and it just sucks all the toxins, impurities out of the body. And I feel one with nature, and I remember that I come from the water, that I am mostly water. and that there's so much more to me than meets the eye. And so the number one benefit, the number one lesson that I learned here on the Tulum Transformational Retreat is that I am more than just flesh and bone. I am a spiritual being having a human experience. This body is my sacred temple and the chalice for my soul. And I'm so grateful to not only have experienced these transformational experiences for my own growth in healing in my mind, body, spirit connection, to go from being a body abuser back in my 20s to now an absolute lover of my mind, body, and spirit. And I nurture and honor and cherish this beautiful chalice for my soul. And to really have uninhibited self-confidence and to really feel like I'm living my purpose, passion, and mission, and that this body is a vehicle through which I bring forth my dreams. It is the vehicle through which I experience life. And if I'm in resistance to this body, if I'm neglecting this body, if I'm suppressing what is seeking to be expressed through me, then that does really create illness or dis-ease, to be out of alignment. And that when I am in harmony with this beautiful body temple, and I remember that this is a sacred experience, this is a spiritual mind, body, spirit connection, then I absolutely thrive. And so for me, this is a yearly retreat. This isn't something I do that's one and done. Every year I float down the mangroves to cleanse. Every year I do the rebirthing in the Temescal to birth the next version of me, of Jennifer this year. Every year, every month, every day, every week, I practice deep breathing, visualization, and conscious dance to keep myself on my green growing edge. So if you would love to experience a little taste of mind, body, spirit connection and sacred embodiment, I have what's called the Confidence Kit. It is a free kit. There's an ebook with some 5-minute mind, body, spirit practices. There's a guided love your body visualization. This is my free gift to you. So feel free to click the link right here on this page. And before I sign off, take in this beautiful view. Take in these ocean waves and the breeze, and know that what a blessing it is to live this life and to be in a sacred body. And if there was one wish I have for you, it's that you experience a deep connection with your sacred chalice for your soul that is your body, and that you heal any resistance that you have, any trauma, that you may have experienced in your body, and know that there are simple, powerful ways to do that. So I care about you very much. And I guess if we're meeting for the very first time, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Jennifer Joy Jiménez, and I am the founder and director of the Health and Wellbeing Division of the Brave Thinking Institute. Signing off. Please, as you move forward in life, think bravely and act boldly. Bye for now.